One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So San Diego State's offense will get the ball first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right?
Maybe some room here. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. Head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
At the 35, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's busted. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up with the completion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught in the backfield. It's Holman. Could not make his way to the corner.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air, it's Hughes. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The keeper on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Sutton. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. first play of the period will be a second down. Finds his man. It's Napier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's busted. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Sheffield. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they get him down. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. On first down from the 13-yard line. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Aztecs! He'll try to tack on one more.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Harris.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. This time it's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Aztecs call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Punt is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
High the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Sutton. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Sutton. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete on the right side. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their 3rd and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 11 team, the Utah Utes.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Coach Sawbell at halftime. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To throw, it's Hughes. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Running inside, it's Sutton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sutton.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The run inside. It's Sutton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Give to Washington again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. Runs it into the house. Touchdown Aztecs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
And winning first downs is a for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man. Finds some room. Running inside the 20. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll run it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fires toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Boston. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Cowboys will use their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route.
674, take off. Flip, flip, flip. Joker.
Washington again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wants to throw. It's Hughes. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Pulled and finds his man on the left.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
139 Albatross. Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They go to the draw. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for... And now the hit knocks it loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, there is nothing more deflating when I'm a defensive player. I just got a great stop. The offense is about to get the football back, and then we cough it up on special teams. And guess what? I got to get my helmet on and go right back out there, and I got to get another stop.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, San Diego State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills. Just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed